Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's short. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this. Because
throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The aerial assault continues. He finds his man. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his own plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. NC State quick to the line. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Back to pass. It's Westbrook. Fires left. It's complete. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Westbrook. Coming after him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hodges. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw. tosses it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's short. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hodges. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to...
He's off to the races. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Here comes the hurry-up.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Westbrook. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Had to throw it before he wanted. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
He's got it down the left. The expressway is wide open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to pass on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Davis. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. From the gun, looking for a man. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around, see if he can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
First and goal, Georgia.
Looking downfield, it's short. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Dogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Got it in the middle. It's Fowler. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Davis. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is...
Snags it inside the 20. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll try it over the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it on the outside. It's Vega. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Davis. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He chucks one out to the right. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. On the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down.
Pound 55 weak.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hauls it in. Giving him his pads. Touchdown, Georgia. And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wisconsin delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense was the story here. J.J. Watt may be the standard, but it looks like there's another stud edge rusher there in Madison. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
The back goes in motion. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams to get some push.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Leaves it with the back. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Got it past the marker. At the 45, on its way. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Makes the catch and knocked down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he added the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Scanning the field, it's Westbrook. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Bringing it back, it's Davis. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll... Seven-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and
fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, just keeps firing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to get to him. Get it out on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the run, it's Hodges. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Ball falls